that Saquon Barkley deadline to sign the franchise deal is up tomorrow, July 17th.
Oh man.
I don't even want to think about Saquon off the Giants because I'm a diehard Giants fan and I love Saquon, right? So in my mind, it's got to work itself out. Yeah. But you did shoot me something on our thread that there's possibility, or there's some type of rumors, or there's some type of talk about Saquon possibly going to the Buffalo Bills. So why don't you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, man. This is not the first time around that they've been exploring like a Buffalo Bill trade for sending Saquon to the Buffalo Bills. Like back in April, right after the end of the season, they were talking about the Giants trading Saquon to the Buffalo Bills in exchange for a 3rd-round pick. And Joe Schoen, he's the type of guy he don't play around. Like, you know what I mean? So
Joe Shane,
Joe Shane.
Joe Shane. He's a shoe-in, my bad.
He is a shoe-in.
I still saying last names. My bad.
He's a shoe-in.
Oh man, but I wouldn't like to see Barkley go. I'm hoping they get something done tomorrow. But if in all realization, if they do wind up not picking him up or something, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I feel like maybe we could probably get a Delvin Cook. He could probably fit in with us. He's a big name back out there. I mean, he's no Saquon, in my opinion. But it's like, what could we do? If we lose Saquon to a trade, if we lose him till he sits out in the season, best case scenario, get a guy like Cook. Unfortunately, it's like you guys say, I don't want to lose Saquon either. But what can we do?
Yeah, indeed. Q, I'll let you go, then I'll give you my 2 cents.
Yeah, sucks, man. It's tomorrow.
Yeah,
we know Saquon turned down $14 million. We know he wants more guaranteed money. I think the deal's got to go through. To be honest, I don't feel like it's really going to happen. It doesn't look optimistic. I don't see him signing it. For the Giants, a better option is, hey, trade him before the season starts if he doesn't sign the franchise tag, because obviously you're not going to have somebody just sitting there. We're gonna need a running back. We can't have Breda. Breda's not gonna do it all by himself. We can't put our faith in Breda.
I like the kid Eric Ray, but he is a rook. So
yeah. But and he doesn't want that. So if we lose him, at least we get something from the Bills. We got to get something for something. Right. And then I agree with what you said, Ed. Like, I think the only other running back out there that I'm, that the only one that I would take up is Dalvin Cook, and I'm pretty sure Dalvin, what is he, 27 years? He's 27 years old. He probably got like a max maybe 4 years left, at least another 3 years, with some good legs underneath him. We could probably get him for maybe 10, 11 mil a year, maybe a guaranteed 18, maybe a guaranteed like 20, 22 million, something around that ballpark. I know Saquon wanted what, like 14 to 16 million a year, and he probably wanted at least like 30 something guaranteed, which I understand, and I sympathize with these. I never played NFL or anything like that, but I sympathize with these guys because we watch football. They getting banged the fuck up, man. They need to make as much money as they can because their career is so short-lived. Yep. But I was listening to Tiki Barber talk the other day,
Butterfingers,
and he brought up a good topic that right after he left, we all know that they won the Super Bowl, but a lot of the league started changing up how they did it. It wasn't just the best, just one automatic. The league started doing a lot of running back by committees and stuff like that. We know that's what the freaking the Cowboys do it. The Eagles have been doing it, but now they got Miles Sanders. Zeke, we know Zeke is getting out of there. He's up for grabs too.
Mark Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs, we won a chip like that.
And if we could do a Dalvin Cook and Breda, if we could just, if we don't need the Giants and a lot of teams have proven that you can still win without the best running back in the league. Or the top 5 best running backs in the league. Yeah. Now, do I want that to happen? No, I still want Saquon on the fucking Giants. But I'm pretty sure he's sitting at home thinking they're still gonna win without me. But as a man in the business, I'm thinking he probably doesn't care. He needs to get his paper. You know, which I could respect that as the flip side too. So if the deal don't work out, we got to part ways. But I think the only other thing to keep us in the same type of level is getting Dalvin Cook. I really don't see anybody else out there that's gonna automatic. You know, that's really I don't know, man.
Yeah, man.
I think you're both wrong. Not wrong, but I think you can't let Barkley walk out that door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Other than we know he's a dynamic running back. He's electrifying. You know what I'm saying? He puts people in CT's box office, right? Mm-hmm. He's a huge integral part of the offense, right? This is what Saquon needs to do, in my opinion, right? Because this is simple math, right? Some money is better than no money, right? And if he sits out, he's not going to make any money, right? So Saquon, this is what you do. You go in there, you ball out. It's not about the team. You're not doing it for the team. You do it for yourself. You ball out so out of control that they can't front on you. You know what I'm saying? They got to give you a paper. You know what I'm saying? And if he goes out there and balls out like he's capable of doing, he has all the leverage at that point. You know what I'm saying? Running back and no running back. I know they look at running backs like, you know, the shelf life is, you know, is low and running backs. Yeah, running. I think it's even lower than that. I think it's the average running back shelf life is like 3 years. 3 years some change.
Yeah.
But I think if he goes out there and balls out, he has all the leverage, and they gotta give him his bread, man. And like I said, he's the integral part of the Giants, man. Like without Saquon, man, our offense, you know, is limited, so to speak. I know we got Darren Waller and we got, you know, a couple of new guys we drafted and everything, and we're a little bit better offensively, but he opens that whole shit up. When Saquon is in that backfield, you don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, he could run it down his throat. He could get it off a screen pass and, you know, blow it for like 30 yards, 40 yards.
He busts 2 or 3 tackles and, like you said, run for 40 yards. Like he's that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he's the best running back in the league. Some people say McCaffrey. Some people say, you know, other people, you know, different backs and whatnot. I like Dalvin Cook. I think Saquon is like 100% better than Dalvin Cook, though. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I think at the 11th hour they're gonna get the deal done.
I'm hoping.
I think he's gonna sign. I can't see him sitting out, man. I just can't see that. That's so detrimental to your career. We've seen what happened to Le'Veon Bell when that happened.
Yeah, and Ricky Williams.
Yeah, and Ricky Williams. You know what I'm saying?
And who did it too? Bell, right? From the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell. Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell.
Saquon, man, just go in there, get your little $10 million, sign a tag, get your $10 million. Ball out. Irv Gotti had a saying back in the days. I seen him on a YouTube video. He goes, you know how you renegotiate your contract? You get hot, you walk into your label's office, you take the contract, you rip it up and say, let's discuss business. You know what I'm saying? So, Saquon, do your thing, man. I think at the end of the day, it is gonna work out. I can see them letting Saquon walk out that door. That's gonna be crazy.
I'm hoping, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be on their phones all day tomorrow and probably right now. The reason I don't feel optimistic is because if he really wanted to be a Giant, and if he really wanted to get the 10 mil, he would have signed it. Now, probably he's using the business tactic of wait to the last minute. Hopefully he sees through the Giants, employees and obstacles that they're trying to put him through, and hopefully try to get an extra couple of mil out of them. But I think at this point, even all those months ago, they weren't budging. You know, they weren't budging. So, you know, I don't know if he's trying to go down that route. I'm hoping he's not. And that's the only reason why I'm really not optimistic. He may even sign it. You know, I don't know if they want to do this for publicity and all that shit, but you know, to keep it a buck. But he knows we need him. You know, he showed and proved himself. He came back. You know, even though he came back the year before last, he was a little bit shaky. That's expected. He blew his knee out, but he came back. Not everybody is, Adrian Peterson. They can just tear their shit up and just come back the next season and run for 2,000 yards. Yeah. But he did. Yeah. But Saquon came back. It just took him an extra couple months later, which is fine. Balled the fuck out, and I hope he really wants to stay a Giant. It's just right now at this point, it's
pay him his money. Joe Shane, pay him his money, man. What he meant to the Giants, we were in, in our dark days was invaluable, man. He's, like I said, he's better than Dalvin Cook. He's better than, Austin Eckler. He's better than Tony Pollard. He's better than Aaron Jones. He's better than
Sanders.
He's better than I don't know, Josh Jacobs. He I think he's on par with McCaffrey. He probably only running backs I probably think that's better than him at this point is maybe Derrick Henry and maybe he's on line with maybe Nick Chubb. I don't even know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure about that. But
I wouldn't even say better.
Back in the league, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 running back in the league.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say better. I would just say like in line with them. Like he would, like we seen him turn, nothing into something. Right. And a lot of those running backs, a lot of their yards was from dope ass holes because they have good offensive line, something that the Giants don't have. And they're still working on, it's not the worst, but it ain't the best. But just imagine a Saquon Barkley in his beginning of his career, in his prime on a Cowboys offensive line. He's running 2,000 yards.
Oh yeah, he's breaking the record.
He made Ezekiel Elliott look like, Ezekiel Elliott, like he's out of his prime already. Tony Pollard, but Tony Pollard, it's a lot to do with Tony Pollard though. But Tony Pollard,
that's the argument though. Ezekiel Elliott is what they're basing why they're doing Saquon like that. They're saying that these running backs get old fast. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, look how Ezekiel Elliott was on some gangster shit when he came in the league.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want to say Ezekiel Elliott is 27, 8, some shit like that.
Yeah.
He looked like he's washed. He is washed. You know what I'm saying? And so that's their argument. But I will say Saquon doesn't take as many hits. They're a different type of back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ezekiel's like get downhill back, and
he's 27.
He's 27 years old, right? So he run between the tackles or whatever. But I think if Saquon is out the first week against Dallas, man, that's just gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be crazy.
We can't afford that, man, against Dallas.
And I think after a certain amount of games, he won't even be eligible to come back. I forgot what it is.
I think it's after like 6 games.
6 or something, something like that. So let's get this deal done. You know what I'm saying? All my Giants fans, you already know.
We need this deal ASAP. That's why that's why I even mentioned the Delvin Cook, just a worst case scenario, because I love Barkley. I want him to be on the team. But worst case scenario, what can we do? And
where's Dalvin Cook gonna go though? Like that's a good point. Where's he at? Like DeAndre Hopkins just signed to the Titans. I didn't really get that. I didn't understand why he did that, but whatever.
Me either. I'm like, why did the Titans, bro? Like, you went from the Cardinals to the Titans. Like, you went from Houston to the Cardinals to the Titans. Like, you not winning no chips.
I didn't get that.
Team, bro.
I didn't get that at all. You know what I'm saying? Titans are okay, but I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I mean,
they were knocking on the door the last couple of years, but come on.
Well, that's because the Titans lost AJ. They need to fix. They need to fill that hole.
Yeah, true.
But I get it from their standpoint. I don't get it from his standpoint.
No, I'm not leaving Kyler Murray to go play with Tannehill or a rookie.
Yeah.
I would. I don't know if the Jets had serious interest in him, but I would have tried to have gone to the Jets, even though they Jets have a really Brees Hall's a baller, you know what I'm saying? But I would, like you said, running back by committee. I would, you know what I mean? I would have went to the Jets.
They're probably the Jets are trying to develop more on Garrett Wilson, and then they got Alan Lazard, they got Cobb. So they got a couple of guys that I feel like is going to do good for them.
Yeah, but those are receivers. You talk about running backs. I think you know what I mean. Like I think he would have fit in. Brees is still young. I think he could have. But he could have went anyway. He could have went to Kansas. I mean, he could have went anywhere, man. You know what I mean?
You talking about D-Hop or Cook?
I'm talking about. Now see, I'm mixing shit up. You're right. Yeah, we talking about Cook. We talking about D-Hop. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. They are trying to focus on them. Yeah.
I always wanted D-Hop here in New York. Like, that's
pardon me. I got confused. Yeah, that's my bad. I got confused.
It's fine.
But what I think's gonna happen though, I think if Saquon don't get traded to the Bills, then I'm thinking the Bills is gonna get Dalvin Cook. Because that running back by committee for the Bills is not too great. They got Montgomery and they got that dude not Bledsoe, right?
I'm
trying I forgot what the third dude is.
Nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy.
They got James Cook, Damian Harris, Naheem Hines, They just signed Latavius Murray, and
they got Latavius Murray.
They lost Montgomery, so they didn't even have that.
They lost Montgomery. Yeah. So
they going on with Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. So who knows if Stephon Diggs might be out the door. So they need a flash.
But back to D Hop, because I got confused for a second. We were going between Dalvin Cook and D Hop. My bad. We talked about the Jets. Even though they have Randall Cobb is like 100 years old, man. Randall Cobb was playing in the league when Greg Jennings was fucking playing on the Packers.
Yeah, Donald Trump and them. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You got Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard is pedestrian at best. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying. I think he fit right in. I think he'd be him and
Garrett Wilson together,
and Garrett Wilson together, especially because they lost Elijah Moore. I think that'd be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my New York bias, I guess. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of places you can go, man. But
yeah, and the Giants, they got to, not to switch it up again, but the Giants got a big hole in linebacker because they just lost Gerard Davis. So now they're looking at who they signed to injury. Gerard Davis to have him next to what's his name? The guy we got from the Colts
O'Keefe.
Oh yeah,
O'Keefe, yeah.
O'Keefe?
Yeah.
All right.
He came through with Paris Campbell.
Yeah. Why haven't the Giants kicked the tires on D Hop though, or have they?
I mean, I don't know. I always thought that he could have had a possibility of being a Giant. Like,
they said he lost a step, but I don't know if that's
think
true.
So. I picked him up last year for my fantasy team, and when he came back from that suspension, he murdered for me. He helped my team, make it to the playoffs.
Facts.
He's an automatic upgrade from Kenny Galladay, from Golden Tate. Like they want to get all these fucking guys. Like I don't know why they dropped the ball. Did they get D-Hop?
I'm confused about that. I thought, yeah, man. I don't know if that was. I'm not sure what it was, but I thought they'd at least take a look at him. I don't know.
When I saw that today, I was like, the Titans. I was like, ew.
Yeah, I didn't get that from his standpoint. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.